What's up, everybody? Welcome back to How It's Done. So, quick update on the grapevines. They're in full bloom, or not bloom, but season, I guess. We've got quite a few grapes on this kind of trellis that we made up here. The problem is we tacked everything in with brad nails, and there's so much weight from all these grapes that it's actually started to pull these pieces that we've attached on there off, and you can see that this piece here, which is what was tucked in there and supported, is now just falling free. So we don't want that to happen. We're going to go ahead and reinforce that throughout today and get this tucked up a little bit better. So the way we're going to do that, we've actually got some jack chain. We're going to go ahead and cut these to length. Probably leave them a couple inches longer than we need to go from top to bottom on the other side, and we'll just screw these in place using long wood screws, and that'll support it, and it'll be easy to disconnect next season, tuck all the new growth up underneath there, and then just put the screw back into place. Real easy to do moving forward, so let's get after it. Alright, so we've got this first one screwed in there, and we've got the chain underneath all the pieces that are hanging. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull this chain tight. I've left a little bit of slack because I imagine as these continue to grow, we might have to give it a little bit more slack, and this way I don't have to adjust and put new chain completely on. But we're going to lift this up gently. This actually is quite heavy with all the grapes on it. And then we're going to screw this into place, like so. And that will support this, and probably going to put 3 of them up here to keep this supported. So we'll go ahead and get that done and show you what it looks like. Alright, and there you have it. This is what it looks like now that we're done, I guess, supporting the main trunk line. Still do have a few spots where it hangs a little bit lower, but the main trunk line is supported. That was the objective here. I am going to go back and cut a lot of these pieces from this second grapevine that are just on the ground and shooting out. These little runners I don't want here, so I'm going to cut them back to, see if you can see this, I'm going to cut them back to the trunk line as long as they don't have grapes on them. If they do have grapes, I'll probably cut them back to the point right here where the grapes are. And this will do 2 things. It'll encourage the nutrients to go to the grapes, and it will encourage the runners that are being produced to, as you can see, I've got a bunch of them shooting up here in the corner, which next season I will probably groom to continue down this way. But this will encourage that upward and overgrowth by trimming back here instead of allowing it to continue just growing all crazy on the column that I've got. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that and check back in. Alright, so we've trimmed up quite a bit of this. Still got some green on there. I'm not too overly concerned, but some of these runners are still very thin, and I want them to be able to get some decent growth. So I don't want to cut everything off of these because we do need them to continue getting sunlight and nutrients. But eventually the goal with that side is to look the exact same as this side, where there's a solid trunk line or 2 or 3 that grow up until you get to the canopy. And yeah, now in the corner here, like I said, I'm just letting this stuff grow wild, and I'll groom it at the end of the season. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but personally I've always gone for function over form, and this is gonna serve the grapevines well. So thanks for joining me on How It's Done. We'll see you next time.